It might seem like a big thing and they're going to see all these open spaces. It might kind of be shocking at first, but when you get into the flow of it, it will feel so much better. When you get the stuff, put it in a bin and get it out of your house. You start a task, start to finish. Not only did you complete a task, but then when you walk back into that space, you have just made so much more room to make more memories, your imagination to flow. I'm telling you, removing stuff from your home that you no longer need or no longer bring you joy or serve you, it's more than just decluttering. It's more than just donating to families in need. It is about literally opening up space where you can thrive. Room is filled with silence. We're alone. So we are not going to hesitate. We are going to jump right into this and start decluttering. So this is Emma's little changing table, and it's not working for her anymore. She needs more space. So I'm actually donating it to anybody who wants it in my neighborhood. But I'm going to take everything out and start just purging anything I don't need, decluttering all the things, and then putting her items in her new dresser. This is a dresser I purchased from IKEA online, and I really like their furniture. It has always just handled my kids very well, and this isn't the most expensive one, but I like the quality. It's really, really good. I also wanted a taller chest of drawers. That way we could just kind of save space, and I like it. It's really cool, and I don't know, I can't even remember the name to it, but I like it a lot. I also want to add, if you are new here, welcome. I am so glad you're here. I create content of cleaning, decorating, decluttering, and organizing. As a mom of 6, we've always got something to do. So I'm just dancing in the mess you left behind. You head for north, I'm south. Though you're gone, it feels like something's. So I posted on our community page that I had clothes from 1 year to 18 months, and I had a wonderful foster family pick those up from my porch, which was amazing. This really does help me. I love to help people in general, but when you are maybe getting rid of stuff and it's hard for you, just remember how you can bless someone else. Just put on your community page or Facebook Marketplace free, and I'm telling you, it'll be out of your house really quickly, and it'll save you a trip. I did the same thing with the other dresser and the changing pad. So this was all gone, and I didn't have to lug it around, but more importantly, it blessed another family. Okay, we are in my boys' room. This is my 8-year-old and my 11-year-old. Sorry, I had to think about that. And my 8-year-old will be 9 in April. This is Noah and Josiah's room, shared room. And I wanted to come in here because I knew this room needed to be decluttered like something crazy. I always come in here and I'm stepping over clothes, and there is so much laundry to be done constantly. There's just stuff thrown around, and I was over it. And I know for myself and for my children that we do better in open spaces, uncluttered spaces. So I wanted to tackle this. I've been putting it off for probably a year now, and today was the day I just wanted to get in here and just knock it out. And that's what I've been doing with all the areas in my house where I'm like, I just been putting it off, like the big areas that overwhelm me. I'm just getting in there and just knocking it out, and it feels so good. When I show you the before and after, it's pretty crazy, but to tell you that I was able to actually take a whole carload, my truck was full to the brim of things I brought out of here. It shocked me so much. I could not believe how much I was able to get rid of. Okay, so when I'm going through things and decluttering, I can go very quickly
Like the first pass, I can be really quick, just go through there, whatever I just know right off the bat that we don't need, I'm gonna put it in the basket. When it comes to the kids stuff, clothes, I can usually do myself. Toys and like things like that, I do like to have them involved. Josiah's home with me today, so that made it a little bit easier, but I also know the things that I wash repeatedly and the things that have been hanging in their closet for a really long time. So I take that into consideration when I'm going through their items. Also, I don't love laundry. They don't love laundry. We have way too much stuff. Like, it's just way too much. And honestly, those are the things that really overwhelm me. And they don't know any differently. So going through all of these things, it might seem like a big thing and they're going to see all these open spaces. It might kind of be shocking at first, but when you get into the flow of it, it will feel so much better. Not just look better, but it's going to feel better. I can't really explain it until you actually do it. When you get the stuff, put it in a bin and get it out of your house. You start a task, start to finish. Not only did you complete a task, but then when you walk back into that space, you have just made so much more room to make more memories, your imagination to flow. I'm telling you, removing stuff from your home that you no longer need or no longer bring you joy or serve you, it's more than just decluttering. It's more than just donating to families in need. It is about literally opening up space where you can thrive and you can grow and you can literally just be your best self. I cannot explain to you how much it will change your life by decluttering a little space, a little drawer, closet, your room, whatever. Big things or small things, it will literally change your life and it will start setting in motion more decluttering and getting control over your spaces.
So I've already done the big sweep of their clothes. I am now going into the little cube organizer and these little containers here and getting more items out. I'm filling up this black trash bag. Now, here's a little tip that I would like to recommend to you guys. You can definitely go in there with like regular trash bags, but in my opinion, you're better off doing a black trash bag or even a box, not a clear box, but a box. Because if you're anything like me, when I started this journey, I would go back into the items that I decluttered and got out of the space, and I would bring them back into them. I would see it and be like, oh, actually, I really do like that. I think I'm going to take it back. And I would do that. But if I use something that I cannot see through, like a black trash bag or a box, I don't see those items and they are gone. They're out of my sight. I will put it in the garage or my closet or set it aside, and I do not fumble back in there at all. Once it's in the bag, it stays in the bag. And take it from me, it took me a long time to really get comfortable with this step, but having something that I cannot see through really, really helped me. It just kind of helps you just not see it. If you don't see it, you don't think about it, and then you realize I didn't need it all along. So I'm in their room now. I've done a huge sweep, huge, and I'm going to clean their sheets really quick. I'm just going to zoom through here. I'm going to throw these down over the banister and start washing them as I continue to finish up in here. So the boys had a ton of Legos and they were being stored underneath the bed. Well, I did post them on Facebook Marketplace for $100. They weren't selling, so I was able to get a buyer for $40, which I didn't mind because they were really heavy. I didn't know what else to do with them, and they're going to go to someone in need, which is totally fine with me. Then I'm going to go through all of their clothes here. I'm going to hang some things up. I've got to get them some different hangers, and I'm just going to go through here really quick. Now, I do want to recommend when you are decluttering, I always tell you guys to start off with trash first and foremost, because it's easy. You want to start easy, especially if you are just getting into this. It just helps you set the momentum, and then you can do more and more things. So this is a jacket that Noah loves. Not my style, not my taste. I don't want it in the house, but he loves it. However, it is way too big for him. So I'm going to place it in this bin right here because I know how much he loves it, and I think it would be really, I don't know, disrespectful. I don't know how to say it. Just wouldn't be very nice to just throw something out because it isn't my taste. I won't do that. So I'm going to put it in that bin, and when it will fit him, he can then decide if he wants to keep it any longer. But that is what I do. There are some things that I don't like, and it doesn't matter if I like them or not because they love them, and that's what it's about. So I try to definitely respect their boundaries and their items when I go through this process. So this little bin here, I'm going to put their costumes in. Noah still likes to dress up in his Halloween costumes, which is so cute to me. So I'm going to make a little bin here for him that he can go and get the stuff he wants and surprise me in his little skeleton outfit at any time that he chooses to. So it's cute. I love it.
So I have an idea. We've got these extra push pins over here, and it just dawned on me as I was looking for a place for their hats. I'm going to use the push pins. It's minimal damage, and it hangs their hats perfectly. And it gets them off. Hold on, baby, I will. It gets them off of the wall. Or, excuse me, it gets them off of the floor. Perfect. Gotta just think outside the box. Perfect. Ta-da! Perfect. And it didn't cost a dime, so that always makes me really happy. So here are Noah's clothes, minimal. Josiah seems to have a little bit more. That's because he has a lot of these because he has tennis practice. But Noah wears those too. And he also likes this kind of stuff. And I've got Halloween costumes up here. His helmet, a football coach gave him that. These are clothes that don't quite fit that I know that they can wear. I got rid of a ton that I've been holding since Drew was itty bitty. He's 17 now, so it was time to let a lot of those go. Sorry, I heard something downstairs. I got some staple pieces up there. And then this here has got some books. I'm going to go through this with Josiah. I'm going to put it in the pile. Actually, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to put this in the pile. So when it comes to decluttering, I never want my family to think, oh, you know, Mom's just going to get rid of all of our stuff. That's not the purpose here. I just want them to learn that when we have too much stuff, we can't value any of our stuff. So let's just, you know, minimize that so we can really appreciate the things we have. So here are the items. I did sell that giant bin of Legos. And so I've got some loose ends right here. You hear Emma singing. This is the rest of the... I told Noah to come get your favorite Legos before they sell. And so these are them. And then I found more. So I put them all here. They're Fortnite, dart thingy, some little odds and ends, birthday cards, a box to his little Cosmo thing, some books and pens, and then some like miscellaneous like toys. So when they get home from school today, also this, stuffed animals. Things like this, I will not just go through and get rid of. If it's broken, I pretty much will, unless I've seen them gravitate toward it a lot, then I'll wait and we'll talk through it. But if they're not here, I will put it in a pile, we'll go through it together, and we'll be able to go through this quickly. So you'll see that in a little bit. And same thing with stuffed animals. Stuffed animals usually have more of a sentimental value, so I like to really talk through this thing too. You want to open? Well, no, because you've already written all over my walls. So, no, we're not going to do that. here are some items they've had in their closet for a year and a half. They've never touched. They are really good items though, like a whole art set, building a robot, all the things. So I've got to think about the stuff like this because I just don't know. That can go into too. Dirty clothes, trash, a ton of hangers, bins with no tops. That's going to go into the recycling. I gave all the clothes, the 8 to 10 size clothes, medium, to a friend, but she has yet to come pick them up. So they're sitting right there. And this is Goodwill. And this is for a neighbor who's having a baby. This is coming up here, this stuff over here, because I'm going to make a play area for Emma. This is their dirty clothes that I'm going to wash now. And this is my Sam's order, and that's my Costco order. And then that's stuff I need to find a home for. Over here, we are going to get rid of this. I will donate it to somebody. I know they could use it. That's Josiah's blanket when he was a baby. I got to put it in his memory box. This is Christmas. Yes, this is Christmas. My old Mac. I got to figure something out with that. And that is terrifying. So here we are. Bathroom's still pretty much okay because I just got the clothes. So here we are. Not too bad. I told you guys in my last video I haven't been feeling very well and I'm still battling COVID. I think I'm on day 10 or 11 now, and it's kicking my butt. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's kicking my butt. I had to hold on. Let me look at the camera. It took everything in me to get dressed. Sorry. It took everything in me to get dressed this morning. I had been feeling like and I pulled my shoulder or something, so I've been loading up on ibuprofen and Tylenol, which I don't like doing because I know how bad that is for your liver and your kidneys and your stomach and all that stuff. But like, there ain't no nanny here. My husband ain't here. Ain't nobody here to help me. And you gotta figure it out. That's just what moms have to do. So I'm finally getting back at it. The previous clips were actually from over a week ago. So I'm getting back at it, but at least I'm doing it. I don't care about the time frame, and I would say the same for you. I did want to say, and I don't know if I'm going to already say this in a voiceover or maybe saying it twice, so I'm sorry, but pay attention to the clothes that you're washing and pay attention to the clothes that you're not washing, the ones that keep being hung up. Some items in there are for they have like Christmas programs and stuff like that. It's a black shirt and then another nice black shirt. I'm going to keep it. Then you got your hoodies. We don't wear them every day. But then the rest of the clothes, pay attention to that. Pay attention what you're constantly seeing in the laundry, and pay attention to the things that are always staying hung up because they're not being worn. The things that aren't being worn, go ahead and get rid of them, because unless it's something for like a school program or something, that's not what they're grabbing to. If they're not grabbing to it, they're not going to wear it. And I'm learning that for myself. I had gotten rid of so many clothes, and I figured out what I like. I like neutrals. I like things like this. Sorry if the camera moves, that's Emma. And when I would see things in the store, I would buy it. Well, the problem is I've added a lot of things back to my closet that I don't even grab to. So another key tip is stop bringing stuff into your house. You can declutter all day long, every single day. But if you keep bringing stuff into your house, you're just going to tire yourself out. And that's what I've learned about myself. I tire myself out. So yeah, this is good. I'm doing good though. I haven't been bringing anything else in the house. So, I think when I'm in a low mood, I end up often spending money that I really shouldn't be spending. I don't know why. I actually do know why, but I won't get into the scientific information about that because I do know why. But yeah, feels good, looks good. I am now going to move this stuff onto their bed, pull the rug up, and we're going to vacuum with the Kirby because it's the big boy. It's the real deal. And this room needs to be dusted, so I actually will dust before that. Before I do that though, I am going to have Josiah look at all of his little figurines. Josiah likes to collect things. So he's got a ton of figurines, Fortnite figurines that he needs to go through. You see? He needs to go through all those. I was trying to get Emma. There's Emma. So we need to go through some of that stuff because they're stuffy a lot. And yes, there's a lot of illness going around. But I have And I think it's the dust. I think it's the dust, the dander in the air, and this needs to be taken care of. While I'm standing here, let's just take a little look at it. Yeah. Let's see if I can like focus. Sorry, I don't know if I can. Anyway, it's a lot of dust. So I need to clean that. So yeah, all right. We're doing good. We made a lot of progress. That big old bag of clothes, that was good. Like I said, my friend's gonna take it all. I can't pick it up. It's too heavy. Can I hold you? Hi. Can you say hi? Say hi. Say hi. Say hi right there. Can you say hi? Right there. Can you say hi?
Hi.
Hi. What's your name? What's your name? She says, my name is Emma. How old are you? How old are you?
Emma.
Emma. How old is Emma? How old is Emma? Is Emma... Do your finger.
1.
One. Emma, 1.
1 Anna.
Emma is 1. Say, Emma is 1.
And Mama is 1.
Yeah. What's my name?
Mommy.
And who are they? Say, those are our friends. Say, friends. Say, those are our friends.
2 face.
2 friends.
4 face.
4 friends.
5 face.
5 friends.
8 face.
Are our friends. Can you say, love you?
Love you face.
Love you, friends. Okay, that was too cute. We're going to stop right there and get back to cleaning. Oh, I love you so much.
Mommy.
I love you. Okay, all right, back to it. Back to it.
Mama.
Huh? What is it? Speaking of toys we need to get rid of. He's so cute though, but he collects dust. Oh, I did want to say this. I don't know if you know, you can wash your stuffed animals. You might know that. But if you want to kill dust mites and even, I'm just going to throw this out there, if you ever want to know lice or anything like that, bacteria in your clothes, just throw them in the dryer. You don't actually have to put them through a whole wash. If it will withstand a wash, do it. But if it won't, because some toys won't, they'll get all yucky inside. Just a dryer on the highest heat. I didn't know that. One time my kids had lice and I was washing everything in the house and then a professional lice person said, you can just dry it. And she's absolutely right. So, the more you know, right? The more you know.
So you guys already know on this channel, we improvise where we have to. So I used a baby wipe and wiped down all of the surfaces really quick, which worked beautifully, let me just add. And then I'm gonna vacuum. Emma is right outside the door. Now we have gates, we have stairs, so we have gates at the top and gates at the bottom. So she's completely secure and good to go. And I'm gonna knock this out before the boys come home, and then I will have them look through some of these items. But I love this vacuum because I know that it's doing a deep down clean, but it's just so incredibly heavy, but it's worth it.
So cool, but I don't. This is size.
So we're going to keep that.
Yeah. This one.
So throw in what you want. Throw in, and you can keep them all. I'm just asking. Just you should make a choice. What are you gonna hold on to and what are you not?
Dog.
Yes, that's for sure.
Memories.
Okay.
Memories, Legoland. So of course you keep these.
Okay, keeping that. You ready to let him go? It's okay.
Too soft.
Well, you do have.
Too soft.
Okay, you do have your one squashmallow.
Yeah, that's fine. Not it.
Why don't we give that to Emma?
Yeah.
There we go. Okay,
It's
good
like your
job.
Strawberry.
Right. Okay.
But it's a hamster.
Go take this and put it in the media room, love. Okay. And then
I
go
was
give
gonna,
that.
like, play it.
I know we have homework to do. Okay, so here's their closet. Noah has some clothes right here that we have to put away. I need to get them some more hangers out of my room. But this is what we're left with right here. Not bad. Plus these 4 items right here. Here are Josiah's clothes. Much better. Up there, I've got clothes. I think I've already talked to you about all of those, so I won't worry about it. I've got their school shirts, the Legos that Noah felt like were really important and special, a couple of books, and some miscellaneous items that we got at Georgia that they wanted to keep. And then I just used the tacks to hang up their hats. I'm going to get something better because they are falling down. I got a couple organizers right there that I'm probably just going to resell because I never got around to using them. And then their shoes, play shoes, and I think I'm going to try to get him to get rid of those because the laces are out. But in my opinion, not too shabby. Okay, so Emma had a little field day. Here is their bedroom. You saw Noah went through his basket. He pulled one item out. I do not force them or push them to do more than they're comfortable with. I do encourage, like, okay, are you sure you're, like, you know, he wanted to keep it all. And I said, well, or, you know, you're not able to play with everything. Let's, you know, I kind of try to do it like that. I make them think. And you didn't see his face because he just got out of the bath and he's not dressed. But he was like, I don't know. It's so soft. I want to keep it. And I'm like, yeah, but, you know, we could give it to Emma. And that's a good transition for him. I think for kids, depending on your child, my kids may need a little buffer every once in a while. Some kids, like Liam, he'll be like, throw it away. I don't care. Noah needs a buffer. Noah is like, so let me just get it out of the room. And once I get it out of the room, let me put it downstairs for Emma. Once I get it downstairs for Emma, let me get it into the garage. And that is what helps him. And it's just kind of breaking those ties a little bit. I also want him to know that mom's not just going to come in here and take all his stuff away. That's really, really important because that can be really traumatic for kids. So you want to be sensitive, but yet still proactive. The beds are completely clean underneath, except for over here. We do have their Betty bed in a bag, or whatever it's called, the zipper bed. I am going to go put those in there. I'm going to sell them. They read all of those books. No need to keep books that you've already read unless you plan to read them again. Now I need to teach that to my husband. I have organized all of their bins, all of their workout shorts and socks and underwear. I'm going to probably get rid of that lava lamp. It doesn't work. And I have yet to cut those things off. I had asked Josiah about his little figurines. He wants to keep them, and that's okay because they're all right here. So I would consider this like contained clutter. I don't love it up here, but look at this room. It's pretty open and bare. So if he's going to have one shelf that has memorabilia or something special on here that he wants, I'm going to let him have it. I'm not going to fight with him. I'm not going to fuss over it. Eventually, I may ask him if he wants to put it in a special box or donate them or even sell them, and then I'll let him have the money for them. But that's on his own time, and I try to do that. So now let me show you out here. Oh my gosh. So this is how it always goes. This is all the stuff from my room. I was going to have them go through it, but I decided not to because they haven't touched it in over 2 years. You don't need it, and it's literally just stuff that we purchased to keep them busy, like stuff from Hobby Lobby and like art pads and stuff like that, journals. It's not like really sentimental. That's broken, that's scary, that's trash, that's donate, that's dirty clothes, that's getting fixed, trash, and you know, you get the gist. Pretty good. I think we've done really, really well. I've done more and more laundry. There's Miss Emma down there. I'm coming. I've done more and more laundry, and then I've even made a little pile out of the laundry that I've done. so it doesn't come up there. No point in it coming up there. Hi, Boogs.
So I'm going to do a very quick run through of my bathroom. I actually filmed this a little while ago. It's probably been 3 weeks, and I wanted to just get in here while Emma was taking a bath one day and just clean it out. And like I had mentioned in so many other videos, and even this one, start off with the trash. So anything that needed to be put in the trash makes it easy. My friend, my neighbor, loves Dime, and I love Dime Beauty as well, but I have invested in some pretty good skincare, so that was kind of like a little treat to myself when I turned 40. So I am going to be giving all of the, well, not all of it, but the majority of my Dime products to her, because I have the other stuff that I'm using right now that I'm using just every single day, and I don't want the other stuff to go bad, not when somebody really wants it. So that's going to go to her. And then Chris got me this really amazing T3 curling iron that has a certain heads you can take off of it, so it is everything I need. So I'm getting rid of all the curling irons, old blow dryers too, because he got me a new blow dryer for Christmas. And then I'm going to go and also pull out some of the lotions and things like that. I am feeling so proud of myself for getting rid of so many things, and having these bags here and just continuing to fill them up. It just feels so good. It's also helping me keep track of where my money is going, and I just realized I've wasted so much money. I spend a lot of money on things I've been influenced by. I think we could all relate. Things I don't need, and it has to stop. I have to stop bringing things into this house because it is overwhelming me. It is stealing my creativity. It is stealing my joy. It genuinely is. It is making me unhappy. It is making me unwell. And we do not need to keep things that do not serve us. Even if someone gave it to us, we've got to let it go. Now, I've got boxes in the garage here, as you see. I've been collecting stuff for a couple of months. I have thrown things that I have come across in the garage, and if I go back and get it, then maybe I needed it. But if I don't, I am taking it to the Salvation Army. So the cart is full, and we are tackling this today. That is another thing. Be sure to get the stuff out of your house. Don't drive around for 3 months with the stuff in the trunk of your car. Take it somewhere. Make it fun. Make it a fun little trip with your kids. Do what you have to do, but go ahead and finish that task. It could be a small bag. It could be a giant bag. It doesn't matter. Little steps make huge, giant, amazing movement. It really does. I can't stress it enough. And the clutter in your house is holding you back. And we don't need that. When we have open spaces, we are free to be creative. We feel less bogged down. I cannot even stress to you the huge importance of having a clear and clutter-free space. It has been linked to anxiety and depression, and we do not need that. So we are letting things go, and we are doing it together. One by one, bag by bag, box by box, we can do this. So I'm so excited to continue this journey with you guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't ever forget how much I love you, and always know you are worthy. See you in the next one. Bye, guys.